Hi, it's Doug from Rise Above Performance Training. Today I'm going to give you a few tips on how to protect your hands and not tear your calluses when you're doing your kettlebell training. First off, chalk. A lot of people use too much chalk and use it for too many exercises. If you're doing long sets of swings and snatches, you might need some chalk for sure because of the sweat. But if you're doing short sets of swings or even long cycle, you might not need a ton of chalk. Chalk's going to dry out the hands, and it's actually going to cause more friction when the handle's passing through the hands, and you can tear calluses easier that way. The second thing is the grip. I learned this from John Wild Buckley and the OKC, their GS style. What you want to do is you want to grip the kettlebell just above the base of the calluses and the fingers here. So you're going to grab it just here, and you can hook grip just like this. With this Dragon Door kettlebell, the handle's pretty big, it covers a little more surface area, but I'm still not gripping too low. As you can see with this GS bell here, I have a little more room to play with, and it's not hanging off my calluses. What people tend to do when they're doing kettlebells is grip really low. You see how the calluses are above the handle, and then I clamp down on it, so it's gripped right on the calluses there. So every time I do my swings, they're yanking right on the calluses, and they're going to start pulling and tear off. And then if you do that for a long period of time, they will rip. The last thing is something called casting. I also learned this from John Wild Buckley. Is when you're doing your long cycle or snatches, when you're coming back down the backswing, what you're actually going to do is you're going to cast the handle forward into the backswing, bypassing your calluses. So I'll show you in a second, but when we clean it up, the handle is going to be resting pretty low in the palm of our hand, below the calluses. When we're going back down the backswing, we want to get it back to that grip position we just showed you. So I'm going to push it forward a little bit, catch it with the fingertips and through. So I'm going to clean the bell up, get my rack position. As you can see, the handle's below the callus line, pretty low on the palm. Now I'm going to let the bell fall forward, and then when it's pretty much parallel to the floor and weightless, I'm going to cast it forward. I'll try to exaggerate and go slow so you can see it. So cast. Cast, cast. So I bypassed all my calluses here. So I'm not gripping the bell and coming through because that's going to pull. The snatch portion of it is a little bit more challenging because obviously the weight's coming down a little bit lower. So you have to drop the weight. When you get it to about that parallel position, you're going to cast it again and bring it through. The top of the snatch, the handle's going to be about the same position as the rack for the clean, and then we're going to slide it down. So again, I'll try to show you nice and slow, so I'm going to pop it up. Now, as I come down, cast, cast, cast. It takes practice. I recommend starting with lighter bells and then moving your way up. So as you go up in weight, it's going to be harder with the 32s and things like that to do that. But practice with the lighter bells and then progress that way. Thank you.